A bit more about yourself, why you get the coaching, and show me your OPGG, and we just go over it together.
Well, I mean, my OPGG is basically empty because I don't play top lane.
Oh,
Um,
this is your first time playing top lane?
I mean, I've like trolled around playing top lane in some normals, and I have a Smurf account where I've played like 5 games of Garen top.
Okay.
Um,
Uh,
no, so I started playing last year in January. I'm one of those like arcane players, right?
yep.
And so never played League before. I have a bunch of friends who've played League for like decades or whatever, and they finally managed to convince me to start playing because Arcane. I guess they're actually not that good of friends because they sucked me into the game. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely been a bit of a ride. I've played other games competitively before, but not video games. Um, so this is actually the first real video game I think I've played seriously. I've played other like again games, kind of up to probably around the equivalent of like Masters or so.
Okay.
Um, but one thing I struggle with a lot in League is you can't there's no like tanking. I mean, there's tanking like, there are tanks in the game, but like when we say tanking, I think in the context of like a board game or something, or cards or some such thing, right? It's like, I'm gonna take like 5 minutes to just think this turn through really
Oh,
carefully.
like that. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
yeah.
Like go in the tank. And yeah, I definitely can't do that in League. So I kind of started jungling last year, and that's basically the only role I've ever played in the game. And it went pretty well. I started out in Iron. I mean, I started playing ranked as soon as I hit level 30, which in retrospect was kind of a bad idea.
Oh, it's a good idea.
Um,
I think it's a very good idea, actually. Because you instantly start learning a lot more. But, like, sorry,
that's
keep going.
true, but I also lit my MMR on fire.
Okay, that is true, yeah.
Um, so I ended up getting to silver kind of by the let's see, like August, September
Yep.
ish, and I was actually playing really well. I was happy with how I was playing. I kind of towards the end of the season on the main champs that I was playing, which at the time was like Fiddlesticks and Diana. Um, I was up to about 80% win rate for like the last month of the season or so. Not last month of the season, last month I played, and then I got really sick and just couldn't really play. I didn't play much ranked through the end of the season, which was unfortunate because um, I had a collapsed lung, and so I just was like not in the mood to deal with playing ranked.
Fair enough.
Uh, Kind of at the end of last year, and yeah, so I kind of was hoping to hit gold at the end of last year, and then ended up having to kind of take the last couple months off, which obviously, kind of put a stopper in that. And then yeah, so this year I spent a bunch of time refining some new junglers, kind of over the preseason. Um, I'm pretty happy with how the jungling is going in terms of how I'm playing in the jungle. I'm currently hovering at about like a 60-ish% win rate on my jungle champion pool, which is currently Kindred, Wukong, and Echo. Um, the thing is, though, is that I've been a little bit unhappy with I think how Riot has kind of been pushing the jungle around lately. Last season, I got the result that I did, I think, kind of just by playing. I would call it like fundamental league, like hit big farm, like don't die,
Yep.
uh, take all the free kills, right? Um, and the jungling this season has shifted a lot more towards, I mean, the jungle meta is basically either you play utility tanks or you play some like ridiculous snowballing bullshit that can just run away with the game after a couple of kills,
Yep.
right? And
Yeah.
and that's fine. Like, but that's not really something I'm super interested in. At least not in low elo, right? Like I can play the snowball stuff, which is my whole champ pool, right? It's like snowballing nonsense, right? Um, try to get a couple kills early and then just take over the game.
Yep.
Um, and I'm winning on it, but I'm not winning as much as I was winning, just like hitting huge farm on fiddlesticks at the end of last season, right? And just I mean, I think my win rate on fiddlesticks at the end of last season was like 83% or something for like the last month of playing fiddlesticks.
Yep. I
Uh,
I think Fiddlesticks really tanked when you were not able to do like double camps at the same time anymore, right? Like Fiddlesticks really hated those changes as well. You can't really farm that
Yeah,
efficiently anymore on Fiddlesticks.
you can't farm that efficiently. And I also played a lot of Diana, which is another like very just farm efficient. Just have a really good clear. Uh, you know, punish every time they show. Like take one of their quadrants,
Yeah.
right? Like, so my basic game plan was like I'm gonna win by just like Flame Horizon every game, right?
Okay.
Um,
So,
and
oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, so that's just harder to do now. And so, I'm not sure I'm gonna leave the jungle yet, because I'm still curious to see what Riot does in terms of changes. But to be honest with you, I'm just not interested in playing like utility tanks in low elo.
Okay.
I enjoy playing those champions, but that's not you have to rely on your team
So, what
doing what
champions
they're supposed to do.
do you want to play in the top lane? What is your current thoughts? Also, so normally I like setting a goal right now. You're not sure if you want to be top lane yet, but let's say we're gonna play top lane. What is the goal right now? It's going to be climbing, right? Getting higher elo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good.
I'd like to hit diamond
Okay,
probably.
so yeah, well,
I don't know about this year. That's probably rough, but
it's definitely
um,
doable. Definitely doable. Diamond is doable, always, especially if you put in the effort as well. But how I perceive it, the best way to climb is by keeping a short champion. I'll stop my screen share so we can just watch together, right? Mentality behind climbing for me, whenever we want to climb as fast as possible, right? Keeping a small champion pool,
Yep.
keeping a small champion pool is always the best. Simply because you're going to be switching roles as well, so it's even more imperative for you. You're going to have to really learn how to play top lane in general, right? The wave manipulations, the reset timers, jungle interaction. At least you've already played jungle,
yeah.
so you know
So,
that.
so to be
But
honest,
yeah,
oh, go ahead.
yeah. The
Uh,
smaller you, oh, sorry for that. The smaller your champion pool is, ultimately, the easier it will be for you to stop having to look at the micro of your champion, and ultimately you can focus more on the fundamentals of your gameplay.
mhm.
Which is why I really recommend keeping a small champion pool, even throughout your whole climb.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not opposed to that. In the jungle, I would say I'm really on just the three champions. I noodled around a little bit at the beginning of the season, just trying to find the third champion. I was pretty set on Kindred and Echo, but I think in top lane I could probably get away with two and have it be fine. Jungle, it's just that sometimes you just have to like fill a role, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so I think that's why I have three. But I think if I was gonna play top, I probably would just stick to two.
Okay, I'll give you a heads up though. I think jungler is the best role to play in solo queue. I think it's the strongest role. The rank 1 player in EOS, for example, is also a jungler. Top lane, very often, also gets these changes that completely... They're annoying. But the thing that attracts me to top lane is that if you are individually better than your opponent, you will win top lane. That's the thing, right? And of course, it's a really... Because the thing is, top lane has the least amount of impact in the game, at least in the early to mid game. But
Yep.
if you if you individually outperform your opponent, you'll feel like a beast, and it's very nice to play, right? Top lane, the one thing that is the most important as well is counter picks. I'm sure you're familiar with counter picks, right? Counter picks in top lane are super annoying to deal with, but here's also where the fundamental approach comes in, because the difference between a top laner, or let's say a challenger top laner, and a master top laner, or diamond top laner, any top laner, will be the mastering of their fundamentals, right? You've played other games to a high standard, you know fundamentals are the core basic of anything. And if we're talking about fundamentals in top lane, what would you say are the three core fundamentals? Now, the thing is, there's a lot of stuff that if we look into fundamentals, right? But there are three core fundamentals that you would do every laning phase, regardless of what champion you're playing. Be it Garen, be it Darius, be it whatever you're playing, these fundamentals will stay the same. Now, there's also some other stuff, which I like to just call micro, macro, and knowledge. For me, stuff like summoners goes here, and runes. Items go here, spacing goes here, last hitting goes here, trade patterns. This is all knowledge and mechanics, right? And we can just type mechanics here. This is all super important, and it will ultimately improve you as a player as well. Because if your opponent is mechanically better than you, it could be hard for you to play, right? Ultimately, though, if there's three things here that we're doing appropriately, we will be. Yep.
Is it just wave management 3 times?
No, it's not.
No.
There's two more things that are extremely important for top lane. I've already given you them a
recall
little
timings.
bit. Yes. Which is also the hardest one to master. And then there's one more.
I would say I don't know tempo, but that kind of falls under recall timers.
Yeah, that is it's jungle interaction, right?
Oh
So
yeah, yeah. Oh, so that's I would say that's probably one of my strongest points. By the way, laning is I don't think I ever died to ganks from the
good.
jungle. I died to ganks from mid lane, but like I can jungle track. I know how to count CS. Like I know which camps they've done. I know where they're going to be at what time. I know to check where they started. Like blah 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 blah
But that is
blah.
very good, very good. That will already help you in doing these other two things appropriately, right? The most important thing with these three things is to do them in harmony. If one of them fails, then the rest also fails. So that's the thing, right? And this is the hardest one to master. So that's what we'll mostly be looking at as well. Wave management. Also, one thing to keep in mind: all these things are, of course, also situational because every game you're gonna have a different jungler, and enemies gonna have a different jungler, and they're gonna path differently, and you're gonna have a
Mhm.
different matchup. People play the matchup differently. All that stuff. But right, the goal is that like the goal from all of this, right? The ultimate goal is that we think ahead with waves. If you are able to think ahead with waves, you're one step ahead of your opponent always. You can kind of
Yeah,
compare. Yeah, sorry.
I try to plan my waves around the jungle basically.
Okay, that's good.
Um,
That's good.
so like if I know the jungler's pathing towards me, like depending on whether or not I think I can do it, either I'll just let them push in or, we'll try to three-wave crash, right? And then just leave.
Three wave crash
Or
can already be a gank timer though, because let's say this is
if
us. This
if
is
they three camp, if they three camp it is.
exactly. If they three camp, 250 they can be on your third wave.
Yep.
So what I do whenever my opponent is pathing towards me and I'm scared of an early gank, right? Let's say we'll get here, but the ward I always like to place whenever I'm red side is the ward right here, because ultimately you can scout every clear almost that your opponent is going to do. Because this is us, right? One more time, and let's say this is an Elise. If they three camp top, they could do red Raptors Gromp and they can already be top, right?
Yep.
Realistically, and this ward will prevent that. At least you'll spot it, him going into top side. And then what I would do is actually a second wave crash. And after the second wave crash, the wave will bounce into me. I'm not forced to walk up for last hits anymore, and that means I'm not vulnerable anymore.
Yep.
Alternatively, let's say they do a full clear, right? My ward will disappear probably whilst they're walking from Raptors to Wolves. But when this ward is disappeared, you know that these are his only three remaining camps. So you should have a general idea of where enemy jungle is at. Now I'm gonna make a statement.
Hmm.
The first four. What champions are you playing in top lane? That's maybe also important to ask.
Yeah, so I would not consider myself a very mechanical player. Again, to be honest, I don't really play video games. The only mechanical champion that I have in my jungle pool is Kindred. And that took me like 200 games before I was like competent on that champion.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, there's other things going on that champion that are not necessarily mechanical, like the pathing is quite difficult um, on that champion. But so again, I wouldn't say necessarily I have bad mechanics per se. Like I can make my champion do what I want my champion to do, but you know, I've literally basically only played Garen in the top lane,
That is
and
fine.
yeah, just because he's like the easiest champion
Okay.
in the
Yep.
lane,
Yep.
right? And I was trying to get a feel for what the lane feels like without having to worry about, holy shit, how do I play this champion? Right? Like, so I kind of have just been spamming Garen. I mean, I'm open to other things. I've messed around a little bit with like Jax, Darius, and normals. Um, a little bit of Fiora as well. I think all of those champions would take me a fair bit more, I don't know, maybe like 20, 30 games or something.
Yeah.
Maybe for Jax or Darius, and then probably more for Fiora,
Yeah.
I
Hundred
think,
percent.
just based on how they feel. Um, I mean, Garen's pretty hard to fuck up. Oh, actually, I can play Nasus, I think, probably
Okay.
semi-competently.
But I
Uh,
don't like playing Nasus because the thing is, when you're playing Nasus, you're more so left to the mercy of how good your opponent is rather than you being able to control your laning phase. So you're not learning that much. You're just only learning a defensive playstyle, right? Whereas
mm,
Garen, he can do both.
fair.
And I think having a champion pool of Garen and Jax is actually perfect. They kind of play similar style. Jax is very strong right now in the meta as well. Garen is like okay. So I think having a champion pool of Garen and Jax is nice. I think you need a bit more games on Jax in order to understand his kit, but
Yep.
he doesn't have the most complex kit, and it's definitely fine to play. So I think having a champion pool of Garen and Jax is perfect. I also really like that
Sell me on
you.
Riven.
Sorry.
Not gonna try to sell me on Riven?
Well, the thing is, you want to play Riven, I'll tell you to start playing 200 games of Riven, and then we'll be talking again. But yeah, I mean, Riven is like the most fun champion to play in top
Yeah.
lane for me. But yeah, if you want to like at least play her to 80% of her potential, you have to really study matchups, a lot of matchups,
hmm
and her kit, right? So it's a lot harder to make that champion work. But
Oh no, yeah, I know. I mean, I made a spreadsheet for all my Kindred matchups, like, and dueling notes for like top 20 every champion in every role.
that's good.
So I mean, I don't know that I would be afraid of doing that, but I mean, like, I know the baseline level to just be comfortable with a champion that mechanical was a couple hundred games the last time I did it. I don't know if that's something I necessarily want to have to deal with again.
I think the best thing for you to do right now is stick to Garen and Jax. Learn how to play top lane, mostly the fundamentals. And once your fundamentals are better, it will also be easier for you to pick up new champions simply because you already have
Yep,
the fundamental baseline. Now,
cool.
statement I always like to make. First choice in top lane, decide how most of your lane phase will look like. Would you agree or disagree?
Agree.
The thing is, if something goes wrong in those first four waves, you will not really be able to play the rest of your laning phase because you're going to be behind in items, behind in EXP, your opponent gets quicker level ups every time, right? So it's going to be really annoying to look for kill windows and look to play aggressive unless your
Yep.
opponent makes mistakes or unless you get a jungle gank. Now, of course, and I don't mean this in a demeaning way, there will be more mistakes from both sides in the elo you're playing in right now. The higher elo we get, the more important those will be. They're still important,
Absolutely.
and you can absolutely already establish your lane control simply by playing the first four waves extremely appropriately. You can even win the game as early as level 1. I don't know if you've seen any of my like lane tricks or any of my guides or how familiar you are with me, but I can show you a guide that will instantly basically win your lane at level 1 and I'll just send it to you whilst I finish my sentence. I don't know if you've seen it.
I don't think I have.
So if you look at this one, for example, this trick, just one example, can already win your lane at level 1. Alright, there you go. Now, Garen isn't the best level 1 abuser, but a champion like Jax
No,
absolutely
he is
is.
not. There's a lot of matchups where I end up just letting people like
Yeah, Garen very
do
often
what they want.
yeah, Garen very often allows himself to get pushed in, and that's completely
Yep.
fine. Alright. Did you watch that video? I think I want to yeah. Just tell me when you're done watching the video. Then I want to do two things, and we can head into our game.
Oh, yep. Let me go ahead and watch the video. Oh, one little bit of additional background I think I probably should share. So I agree with everything that you said about the top lane. I think probably being the lowest impact role in the game, at least currently, and jungle being the highest. I think the counterpoint I was gonna make is that I think in low elo, top is really OP.
Okay, that's
It
good to
just
know.
just by virtue of the
Champions.
champions and the amount of XP.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that's totally fair.
um,
That's good to know.
and so, I kind of was like, well, if I'm not going to play jungle and I'm just trying to get out of like low elo, what's the most broken role in low elo? Uh, I mean, I think, if you have to deal with a really giga-fed ADC, it can kind of be problematic. But, a lot of times it's some, gigantic, I don't know, like Fiora 1v9 in your game or whatever, right?
Alright, that's
And,
good to know.
at least today you just don't have the XP. It used to be last season you could, keep up or exceed the levels of solo laners, I think, pretty easily. It's pretty hard to keep up with a fed top laner and levels these days, from the jungle, though. I mean, you can do, but you have to be having like a pretty pop-off game.
Yeah, you need like solo kills in order to get that.
A lot of them. A
Yeah,
lot of them.
yeah.
Like,
I can resonate with that. I think top laners do get the most EXP. That's definitely true. But yeah, okay, fair enough. Absolutely fair enough.
all right, I'm gonna watch this video real quick and then
Yeah.
I'll let you know. Oh, you pull them forward so they push. Yeah.
Exactly. And this is just one example of what you can what you can do or how intricate stuff you can do to instantly win your lane at level 1, right? But this is like an extreme example.
Hmm.
But if you do this level
I think
1,
there's a lot of matchups I probably can't do that with Garen.
no, with Garen you cannot. With Jax you could. And for
Yeah,
example, if you're playing Nasus and your opponent were to do this to you, your game instantly ends.
that's true. Yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody in low elo will do this.
No, 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 no. But just like one example of how fundamentals can ultimately impact those first 4 waves completely, right? And you can win the game from the first 4 waves. That is the most important thing that I wanted to show.
Hmm.
Okay. Then I just quickly want to go over with you. Like are you done watching the video?
I watched the first half. Is there
Yeah.
more
No, no,
after
no.
the?
That's
Okay.
pretty much it. Okay, so
Okay.
right now the other thing that's super important for me is how to play at the first 4 waves. It's mostly dependent on how the junglers are playing, right?
Yep.
For example, if both junglers are battling top, we probably have a lot of interaction in top lane in the first 4 waves. But let's say enemy jungle is pathing to us and our jungle is pathing away from us. This is us. That is the hardest position to play in, right?
Yep.
So like I said, I would usually do a second wave crash in order to make it push back into us, or I just let myself get pushed in. The one thing that I like doing the most, whenever we are able to, is just get a ward right here whenever we are red side, and try and establish a ward right here or here whenever we are blue side. And Garen doesn't have the most options to do that. You probably have to be like walking like this, right, to just get this ward right here. But ultimately, getting a ward where enemy jungle starts is extremely valuable because you can pretty much know what they're going to be doing for the most. Mostly you would know what they're doing, right? Because let's say they full clear from this into this, then you know that around 4 minutes they'll be recalling and that they're going to be doing the same thing, or you know that at least at 4 minutes they'll also be around top side again, right? And that's all stamps from the first word that we placed.
So you go for the I guess I always just check the lanes to see who shows up
What if both laners show up at the same time?
I mean, it's I think in low elo they just never go leashless though, right? Like
Okay, but this is okay. Well, I understand your point of view. I don't think it's a bad mindset though. What if they solo start still? Surely you solo start
yeah,
against your jungler as well.
usually because some laner doesn't want to leash, but
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly, right? But it happens. So what if
it
both
does
laners
happen. It
start
does
on the
happen. It
lane?
does happen.
And
Yeah.
then you don't know what the John was doing. Then how do you play the waves?
Then you do not know. Yep.
Yeah, right. So to me, it's very important. Of course, let's say enemy jungler randomly shows on the map here with 12 assists in the rep buff, then you know what they've done, right? But that
Yep.
doesn't happen every game. I think also very standard. People in lower elo are taught to full clear, right? Because it's the most consistent thing. So if we don't know where the jungle is coming to, then we're a bit in problem. So I think the first habits I want is early wards. Early wards. Focus on first 4 waves. Perfect. I think that is all established. Then I'm pretty much ready to head into the live game. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
No, let's do. I'm just gonna play Garen because I really do not know how to play Jax.
Yeah, that's
So
fine. That's completely fine. Completely fine.
I'm gonna sign on to my Smurf because my main account is my jungle account.
Yeah.
Uh,
What
the
what
Smurf
rune
is
setup do you play on Garen? You go for face rush or you go conquer?
it depends. It depends.
Okay, good.
So like if I'm playing into matchup where I don't feel like I'm just gonna do anything in the lane, like we usually play Phase Rush,
Okay.
right? Um, but if I feel like we're gonna be trying like, or at least I'm gonna try to kill them in lane, then it's always Conquer.
Okay.
It's usually how I guess it also kind of depends on whether or not there was a period of time where I was this was in normals, but trolling around with like Proxy Garen, Ghost,
Proxy Garen is
Phase
very
Rush.
strong. Proxy Garen is very strong. I would not go Ghost. I think Flash Ignite is like the best setup you can go on Garen because it's so much true damage with your Ignite and your ult, and you can use your Ignite to get them into the execution range faster. One clear difference that I find that people seem to not understand about Phase Rush is that it actually removes slows. Were you aware of that? That Phase Rush
Yes.
removes slows is super important to
Yep.
know, right? So let's say we play against an Olaf, for example. I would be way more inclined to use Phase Rush. Yeah,
Okay.
you can queue up. That is just one example, right? Another example is did you actually also know that Garen's Q removes slows?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's the reason why your Nasus matchup is so good randomly.
Exactly. So you could run Phase Rush as well into a Nasus, right? But you're actually not forced to simply because your Q also removes slows.
Well, yeah, you kind of beat the shit out of him anyway.
Yeah, true.
That's good to know, though. Olaf actually is something that I wouldn't say I struggle with, but it's like 50-50. Like sometimes they're good and then it is a struggle, and then sometimes they're bad or they int early, which happens a lot. And then, like once that champion gets behind, it kind of does nothing. But yeah, no, that's good to know. I hadn't thought of taking phase rush into Olaf.
Yeah, simply because of the slows, right? And let's say you
Yep.
you are versing a Trundle jungle, I would also by default run face rush,
Mm.
simply because you still have to proc the face rush, right? And I think proccing face rush with Garen is easy once you have your whip, sorry.
Yeah,
Um,
even without whip, it's just auto QE, right?
does your E proc it? It does
It does,
actually.
I
Yeah, yeah,
believe. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, that works. But how? Yeah, okay, that should be fine.
But that's usually how I proc it anyways, it's just auto QE.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fair enough.
But well, yeah, but once you have whip, it's trivial. Right?
Yeah. All right. If you have any questions, feel
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
free to ask. If not, we can play four in a row.
Wait, how many?
Four in a row. It's like yeah, you know the board game. That's where
Oh,
Q&A is.
Connect Four. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Four in a row. Alright.
I think in the US it's called Connect Four.
Oh, it's Connect Four. Okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
play with friend. Give them this link. There you go. It's not the toxic link, I promise you.
All right.
You just gotta copy it in
Let's
your
see.
browser.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Alright, I start. Good RNG.
Let's see here.
There's a timer as well, so keep that in mind.
Hmm. Oh, we're just like try hard. Oh, sneaky. Huh.
That's where I wanted to place it, man. Okay.
Mm,
Well, I win. Yeah, I win. Right? Yeah.
do you?
Yes. You can't stop me. It was a
Oh,
double
yeah, yeah,
attack.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You got the fork or whatever.
I got the fork, indeed. Oh, I start again. It's 50-50, by the way, whoever starts. I'm not cheating the system. I'm just letting you know.
Okay. Hmm.
If I were you, I wanted this spot, so I'm just gonna place it there. Fair enough.
Hmm. Well, this is troublesome.
Is it though? I feel like I should never be able to get it unless you make a blunder.
Yeah, I think that's true.
But I like being in your head. That's fine. Now you're scared.
Terrified. Quaking.
Okay. I'm gonna go here.
I actually don't know much about the theory behind this game.
Neither do
It
I.
seems, it seems like in actuality it would be something like tic-tac-toe, where if you go second, you maybe actually cannot win, but you can stop from losing
Yeah, I
if both
understand what you
play
mean.
optimally.
Yeah, I understand what you mean actually. Wait, so if I place here, I can at least deny your win condition, right? Yes, that's what it is.
Yep. I think I have to do so. And then okay, yeah.
Are we just denying each other all the way through? Oh, I got scared of that noise. Did you give me a little startle? Are you gonna fill the board? It would be the first time. Okay.
I haven't played this game in many years. I actually think it might be possible, depending on how this plays out, that
Yeah, it's just a
one of us
matter
maybe
of
gets
luck
like
now, right?
forced.
Yeah, it's like a fourth one now. Okay, let's see.
Yeah,
Let's see what happens.
I think. Let's do that.
Wait, so it's you, me, you, me.
I don't know if I do this.
Nah, you're lucky.
Ah, yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah, okay, well played.
Boom.
Wait, you win! No, you win as
Oh,
well.
yes!
No, I didn't even think of that. No, you're like 10 steps ahead of me. Wait, I could have prevented that so easily as well. I didn't even think of it. No way. I was like, it's a tie at least.
Uh,
No, no way. You're too good.
I'm gonna ban
GG's.
Mordekaiser.
Yeah.
That was like the most tense game of Connect 4 I think I've ever played in my life.
Oh no, I just didn't even care about my placement at the end.
Very silly.
Well played. Well played.
I actually thought it was going to be forced draw, but I'm kind of interested now. Like,
It should have
I
been a
wonder if you
forced
can
draw.
even draw.
No, it should have been a forced draw. I could have for sure placed one in those 4 lines right at the top to prevent your win condition.
Yeah, you could have. You could have. Yeah, so yeah, it would have been forced draw. Okay, we have Kane, so he's just going to be jerking off for a million
Team on
years.
top. Lovely.
Oh, easy.
Yep. Let's go to your runes.
Base rush.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, it's up to you if you want to play with conditioning or if you want to play with second wind.
Second win.
Yeah, I prefer second wind.
I like second win into Timo.
Yeah, and do you like playing double adaptive or do you like playing attack speed on Garen?
Oh yeah. Oh god. Ah, this stupid thing. Just one attack speed, I think.
Yeah, I personally also like playing with attack speed.
Yep.
Okay. Now I'm looking into enemy comp. What goes through your mind?
Okay. Well, I mean, Viego's also probably gonna full clear. I think their comp is pretty squishy,
Yep.
so that's good for us. We like that.
Yep.
Timo, I mean, obviously Timo's gonna get to do whatever he wants for the first few levels of the game. So I'm just gonna, take what he gives me.
Yep.
And not get poked. I think the only champion I think here I'm probably really concerned about is my bot lane might get just destroyed because it's low elo though. I never expect the Lucian to be good.
Yeah, so I agree with your take that they're all very squishy. I think if we get high resources in this game or at least good CS numbers, we should be
Yeah,
able
we can
to-
1v9.
Exactly. So one thing that I always tell people to do whenever they're versing range champions is if you allow them to get the push for free and just don't contest at all, it's actually a lot harder to play simply because they will be at level 2 first and they will always harass you when you walk up, right? What I like to do into range champions is actually contest the priority. You can even start E in this matchup, right? But I think Q is still better. And just contest the prior super hard and look to match the push or even get level 2 first. Because if you get the push into him, he cannot look to harass you. He actually has to focus on last hitting him himself, meaning that you can just farm for free and not get poked. Make sense?
Oh, okay. That's different than how I typically approach the matchup, but we'll do it.
Yeah, and I want you to play as you normally would. However, yeah, trying to contest the push, it's very beneficial for you. I also see Timo without resolve, so that's good to see, right? If we ever get on top of him, we should be able to kill him in one combo. So I just go with the good old D-shoot. Okay, I don't like locking our abilities level 1 in, because we're saying we might go E, however...
That's fair, yeah.
That's fine. I will not punish you. I always stand in the tri-bush. It's a much better position to stand in. Let's say you get level 1 invaded, or something like that, right?
Yep, we point guard.
Yes, and we stand a little bit outside of it. And the reason we step outside is because if they're looking to invade us, you'll actually be able to see over all the vision. Step outside, yeah, a bit more. You see how much vision you're seeing? Okay, we can then take access to that bush. Why not?
We can what?
We can take access to the bush in front of us. In the river, yeah. We know nobody's in there because we were there first. And now
Yep.
I want to see if we can get our late ward on the Viego's blue buff. You can even start scouting, see if you see people. Of course, Teemo's probably going to be in stealth, but yeah, let's put the ward down. Yeah, now let's go back to top.
I assume Teemo's like standing in the middle of the lane.
Yeah,
over
it
there,
could be.
just...
I want you to set in the first bush and then now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like that. The more
This,
safe
this,
approach.
this one.
Exactly. And I want you to, like I said, right? When the wave hits, let's say the team was going to start hitting you, then be a little.
Oh,
We could trade. We could trade a little bit. Okay, it's fine. Okay, he was sending AFK. A little rat. But it's fine. Now I think what we're just gonna do is concede the priority mostly. What is the starting item? We should check that. Okay. Walk to the top bush. Walk to the top bush. Yeah. Exactly. Now we let's sidestep him. He does not have a Doran's item, so we can play towards his mana pool as well.
okay.
If you can hit the minions, it's beneficial for you. Just thin it out a little bit.
Oops, missed one. It's my
That's
bad.
okay. Just hit when you can. Yeah, keep hitting. You can go again. Just contest it. Just match the push of the Teemo.
Oops.
That's fine, it's fine. You have D-shield and passive. He'll run out of mana fast and you run out of HP. Trust me, buddy.
Fair enough. So usually I'll try to contest the minions, but I give
Go.
the...
Ken is looking as well. The first 4 waves, Teemo. The first 4 waves. Nice. Ping him away. Okay, nice. And slow push. Only last hit.
Oh, only last hit. Okay.
The wave is pushing
Oops.
towards you. The Teemo will lose everything.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I would have messed that up. I would have shoved and left.
Yeah. No, this is way better. You can continue laning with this HP pool. Send a bit backwards because you're gonna drag aggro. Yeah. And then once the Teemo goes back, I just want you to try and force. However, Viego is in top side now. Remember, he pathed to top. We did not see him starting blue buff.
Alright. That is correct. He actually should be here already.
Yeah, he
Or
should be.
close. Yeah. He's probably on Scuttle.
There we go. I don't like you using your Q for free last hits.
Oh, okay.
Because
Stop
that
doing that
doesn't
then.
allow us to trade. We could just trade into him. Trade into him right now.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, trade. Okay. Good attempt. It's fine. I want you to keep playing towards his mana pool. Get thin out the wave a little bit. If you want to. Just E and thin it out. Because it's becoming very big. Nice. Now you can walk backwards. You're completely fine, buddy. Good job.
Oops.
You can W as well when he just pokes you like that, right? When he Qs you, just pressure W.
Alright.
Because we're not using it for anything anyways. You can thin out the wave a little bit. You have to hit, else it's going to crash. If Viego shows mid, just W when he hits you. Nice. And we can stop some poke. Okay, let him crash.
Okay.
We E again, thin out the wave. Just make sure we collect the cannon.
No.
It's
Not
fine,
like
I
that.
blinked. Yeah. And just can push again. Just E in the wave and put your W on when he starts poking you. I want to secure a crash for ourselves now, and we have the level lead, so we need to recall so we can buy our items. Careful that we have no W. Careful with walk. Okay, he's allowing us. He's walking into the river. Push. We're not following. We're just gonna hard push here. Hard push next wave. I want you to eat all the minions. Eat the backline minions mostly. Eat them. Go. Yeah.
Where did he go?
He went to river. Recall. We gotta recall instantly. Yeah. Now we recall. We lose nothing. We go Berserker's Greaves. We go Longsword. We're refillable. And we're happy. Actually, we can't go Longsword. Wait
nope.
for the dagger. And then we go. Alright, let's run back. Daggers on Garen are actually fine because your E spins more depending on your movement speed.
Yep. We scale with it's attack speed, is it?
Yeah, attack. Oh, sorry, attack speed. That's what I meant. Dagger does not give movement speed. I just
I
use
was
the Q to get
confused.
back faster. And now, since we have the massive item lead and we're gonna get 6 in 1 million, I just want you to trade onto him
Just
the second he
jump on
walks
him.
up. Yes.
Yep.
And then you get your 6 and just one shot him if you can. And just play, be a man here. Yeah, you on top of him. Ult. Right. W. Okay. Okay, that's on top.
It was a bit sloppy.
Yeah, it's okay. It worked. He flashed as well. I want you to hard push this wave and then hard push next and recall again. Right, E. Yeah. Okay. We need one more E here. Alright, do the spinning thing.
The meat spin.
Yeah, and let's recall. Ping his flash. There we go. We buy a longsword, then we run back.
It's the one longsword.
Yeah. Nothing else we can buy, unfortunately.
Okay. One more dagger.
It doesn't build into anything.
I thought there were two in the. No, there's not. There's only one in Stridebreaker.
You can click on it, right? You can click the strike breaker and you can check.
Yep,
Oh, we
just
could
one.
have bought the hardbound X, I suppose. But that's fine. We kind of want the pickaxe recall now, if we can.
So I always try to go for the whip, usually.
Yeah, but this game we couldn't. And boots are way better against the range champion. Thin out the wave.
So I don't.
Flash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't have ulti here, so I'm just gonna chill.
No, we're not chilling. We have the lead.
We're not
Thin out
chilling.
the wave. Bro, put down
Ow.
a dumpling. Always just pressure W when he does those Qs. You can react to it very easily,
Okay.
right? No, that's his alt attack. Your Qs, the Qs you want to W. Okay, thin out the, yeah, keep it here. Nice. Oh, keep that mean alive. Very nice. Good job there.
I actually didn't mean to hit that many of them.
You can pop a refillable. Good attempt.
Ow.
W when he Qs.
Okay.
That's fine. It was actually good
Ow.
timing. You block most of the damage. Right, we can hard push. Just, okay, VA goes bot. Yeah, this is fine. Now we hard push next wave as well, and the wave will bounce. Careful though, we have no W.
He blinded a minion, didn't he?
Oh, I didn't see. Just E.
I think he did. It looked like he did. I could be.
And we could recall, or we can stay.
Oh my god.
Gotta be a bit careful here.
Well, I'm leaving now.
There could be a shroom here too. Yeah, there was a shroom there too. Okay, good, very good Q timing. Very good. Yeah, let's recall. I was about to say there's a shroom there, but very good that you instantly queued. Okay. Just ping the cane away. Ping him away. Right, by pickaxe? No, pickaxe.
Pickaxe.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go. You're doing a good job, buddy. Let's see if we can kill him
thanks.
here on the bounce again, okay? Because he's
It's
forced
like
to...
my 6th game in top lane.
That's fine, we're doing a very good job here.
Where did he go? Yeah, he goes bot, so we're free to do whatever we want.
Exactly, and Zig stole the dragon, GG. Alright, let's keep the wave in this position.
Miracle.
And see, because of the recall
And
timers...
try
we're
to
good.
freeze.
Yeah, but you get thin out. We have to thin out because the wave is becoming significantly big. Okay? Timo, Kane is
Probably good
looking.
enough, right?
Kane wants to go? Yeah, we can go. You can ignite to movement speed. Ignite him for the gap close. And that's why we get close. And ult. You ever done that before?
Nope.
That's a very good trick to use.
I did not know Ignite even gave MS. I can't.
You have Nimbus Cloak. You have Nimbus Cloak. E. Ugh! Okay.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. Like, I guess
No,
I could
it's fine.
stop it to last hit the
yeah.
cannon or whatever.
Do you know how Nimbus Cloak works?
Actually, off the top of my head, I do not.
Either wave. Yeah. Whenever you cast a summoner, you gain movement speed. So take one more.
Actually, take one more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's recall. So whenever you have taken, whenever you use Ignite, you actually gain a burst of movement speed, which allows you to get close and get all your damage off.
He might
Should
stop
be
my
fine.
back.
Ooh, it's still coming to you. Yeah, by that. And the Ruby Crystal. Ruby Crystal. Yeah, let's go back. Timo is going to have flash, but it's fine. Yeah, that's a banger. I put whip in the correct spot.
Yeah.
Look at your form, look at his form.
Yeah, it's getting destroyed.
You're doing a very good job here. Once you have ult, you're fine to do whatever you want again.
Mental note. There's the shroom there. We just slow push. Oh, unless he does this. Let's get away from that.
You can either wave to make it never crash into your turret. Yes, exactly. We don't want it to crash into our turret.
Jesus.
That's fine. Yeah, force him to walk up for the cannon. Maybe you can punish. Oh. That's where we punish, right?
Yeah,
If he goes for the
that.
cannon. That was illegal. Look at your minions, and that's how you can see what Timo's intention is going to be. If a minion goes low HP, that's where he was going to walk up for a last hit.
Oh, I knew he put that there. Pain.
Okay, Viego's top, but Kane is as well.
We're just chilling.
We can just E and get it out. Yeah. We have Ignite soon again, we can look to kill him.
Yep.
I would just hard push this actually. And recall. Just hard push. I'll explain you why we recall. Alright, let's recall. We have our item in base, right? Can you check stroke?
Yep.
Or is it
Technically,
900?
can't he freeze this?
No, he cannot. Next wave is way too far away.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, buy our strike breaker, and then we're running back now. And the thing is, Timo is forced to push this wave, right? Because it's actually pushing into us. But now we have and strike breaker and flash and ignite. How is
Yeah,
Timo
he
going
can't
to
get
play
away
here?
from us.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's why we recall to play towards our item spike here.
Yeah, he just dies instantly.
Well, he decided to recall, which is very smart by the Timo. So good job to Timo.
He did not recall. Or did he? No,
he
he
did not recall. Kill him! All you! I won't say anything. It's all you.
I'll let it push a little more.
Now you can Q strike breaker on top of his face. Strike. And oh, he's outplayed. Oh, I think you outplayed him, bro. Well played, man. Well played. Disgusting champion you play. Alright, auto Q that minion and eat the next wave and let's go. Hard push. Yeah. Oh, it's very easy if we have our correct recall timers, isn't it? Such a fun roll.
Easy game.
Easy
Dead
game
Timo.
indeed.
Oh my god.
WQ, use your abilities. Your slow is gone. Oh, FF.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'll
let's
push one
harvest
more.
this. Yeah. We could even go behind the turret. Go behind the turret. Viego's bot.
Oh, proxy. Yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah. He doesn't have flash.
he's useless.
Oh, kill him.
He
You
can't
can
do
kill him.
anything.
You can kill him even.
Yeah.
If he walks up. Viego's bot. Why not? Stand in the bush. Oh, that was aggressive. Remember, we can also use ignite for gap close. Okay, careful a little bit.
I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Well,
Viego could be coming too. Let's get out. I think Viego's coming. Yeah.
Bye, Diego.
W? Ooh, okay, we're fine though. Okay, let's recall. Goodbye to Mr. Cannon. What's our second item going to be? We could go for crit or we can go defensive.
I was gonna go Phantom Dancer. I mean,
Okay,
I want
like
all
it.
the damage.
Yeah,
It's
I like
low.
Phantom Dancer. It's Phantom Dancer, it's good. One thing I want
Let's go
to...
for the Zeal.
Yeah, let's go for Sweeper and let's go top.
Uh,
Way better against the Shrooms. So, one thing I'm going to explain you right here.
Actually, I was gonna ask, should we buy a pink at any point to
No, it's
just
fine.
like?
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so one concept I'm... Actually, I'll explain that in the game, it's fine. Okay,
Well,
Timo has no
I think I need to
flash.
push
We can do the trick again where we use Ignite to get close, okay? And you can one-shot him.
Alright.
You can 2v1. You can 2v1. You can one-shot the Viego. I'm not scared.
One shot the Timo or the
Or
Viego?
you choose. Just kill the Herald. Okay, Viego's looking. We did use our Ina though. Kane is looking. Just bait. Go in. Ignite for movement speed. Looks like y'all played it. Well played.
That's not what happened. It was pretty sloppy.
Use your potions. Use your sweeper. You can check for shrooms. There we go.
I assume I just shoved this in his face.
Yeah, he wants to go. He wants to go. We can go with him.
Wanna dive him?
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
Stride. Oh,
No,
just out of
yeah.
range.
Oh no.
Okay, no sharing. Nice. Oh, there is somebody there. Or not?
Who's here?
It hit something. Oh, Ziggs just missed the W. Oh, you stupid.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
God damn it. Oh my god.
Push one more wave. Push one more wave. Push one more wave. What are we scared of?
Nothing, I suppose.
Alright, now let's
It's
get
just
out.
very irritating. Stupid champion. I'm not. Oh my
Viego's
god.
behind. Viego's behind you. You have to help the Ziggs if we can. He missed. We can definitely kill this guy. He's gonna pick up the Ziggs. Use the button. Oh, well played. You have W, W, W? Okay, okay, get out now maybe? Or... Yeah. We have a big shutdown.
Yep.
We gotta be better on our W timing. Whenever we hear impact on ourselves, we press W.
Okay, that's the move.
Okay,
Can I take this?
Oh, let's recall,
No.
let's recall. We have item in base.
Yep.
Third time I want you to go forward. I'm guessing you want Navori.
Yep, PD Navuri.
Yep.
That's what I've been building in
Yep.
my tons of Garen play.
Sour Filbo. Yeah, and I just run bot. Pink bot. You should be bot, not Ziggs. Alright, Ziggs seems to be mentally unstable. Okay, let's move to the team fight then. You play this out the way you want. I don't want to distract you.
Yeah, I don't have.
Super on, super on.
3, 2, 1.
Nice, Lux
What?
is walking
Anything?
away. Okay, just go to bot wave then. That guy's trolling. Ziggs
Nope,
seems to
what
not
the
be
fuck?
happy.
A dragon then?
Yeah, no, just run top. I think your team should have. I think your team should have this. There's some really weird
Oh
stuff
my
going
God.
on.
Yeah, I'm just leaving.
Yeah, I don't want to give full turret for free in top lane. You could flash it up the guy and one-shot him, but I think you're fine.
It's true, yeah, we could. Seems a little unnecessary.
Oh, it's fine, because if he dies, then your team can play for dragon, right? Walk around,
That's
walk around.
true.
Go to him.
Oh, we can't kill him.
Just kill him, kill him. You just one-shot him. Go. Ignite move speed. Okay. W. I think he's out. No, we don't catch him. Oh. Sorry. Sorry, Mr. Garen. I don't think you was going to catch him there. He bought an Aether Wisp, which also gives move speed. Go for the next wave. Well played.
Yep.
My bad, bro. I don't know Garen's limits, I guess.
Me neither.
Okay, R push the turret. Viego's not here. Push the turret.
Yep.
Nobody can be here. Only Vex. If Vex comes to you, you just press W. You're good. Get out. Take blue buff. Actually, no. Push next wave. Push next wave. No. Push next wave and play for turret still.
Oh, yeah. So
Enemy team could be coming
annoying.
here. Enemy team. Oh, I don't like that W. Okay, no, take it. They're not here. They're not here.
They went to dragon. Nope.
Oh, we should have had it. Shit. Right.
I didn't check my map fast enough.
No,
I'm gonna
it's
just
fine.
follow him here. Is that reasonable?
Yep. I forgive you. Take blue buff too. Why not?
Take
Best
everything.
Again. Yeah. Wait for your ult cooldown. Kill the Teemo again as well. He's gonna go for next wave.
Yep.
Already stand ready for it. He's gonna go for next wave. Walk top, walk top, walk top. He's gonna go for the next wave. That's his intention. Sweeper on. Okay.
Yep.
I want
He's
you to slow
weirdly
push
behind
this.
it.
Slow push, slow push, slow push.
Oh, stop push.
And then we can push next wave as well. In a more comfortable spot. Good luck. Goodbye to Mr. Cannonball. And now we can push next wave as well. It's not in the most
Oh
comfortable
my
spot.
God.
but you should be able to push this.
Hard push
Okay,
this?
yeah. Push this and get out. Go for casts first. Very good. And then on top. Yeah, we're out. Nice. Okay, let's recall. Lux is pushing bot. Weird. Okay, let's go for Navori.
And I normally would go bot here, I suppose.
Yes, you should be bot. This is where you should be, but your team is not allowing you to really be bot. Nice. Yeah, just go. Just run bot. Just stay bot. Like, I don't care about my teammates and what it's for. Yeah, I just want to go bot. Just run. Just run.
Oh.
Don't go to them. You don't have flash. No, just go bot wave. We're finally bot wave now.
I'm keeping my eye on the mid fight.
Yeah, but I don't mind too much about it. Let's just hard push. I want to play for these turrets.
Yeah.
Your enemy team will feel extremely pressured by what you're doing here.
They rotate.
What is Viego's items? Press tab. Okay, he's 2 items.
Yeah, we do have to be a little careful, I suppose.
But you can one-shot him.
Yes, we can. Now I hide on bush, maybe.
Sweeper? I just go to bot wave again. Just continue pressuring.
There's a word there.
Yeah, that was a word. Nice. You almost have 10 seconds per minute, bro.
Yeah, I think I usually hit like 8-ish on Garen.
Okay.
Oop, sad.
We can look to one-shot him though, if he walks up. If he tries to skill check us, like, just use the full combo thing, you know, and just kill him. Like, don't be too scared with Ignite too. Ignite for movement speed. Hold. Alright, stop him.
Oh.
That's fine though. Alright, we gotta get confidence there. Take the pink. Oh, okay.
Forgot.
Now they're all moving though. Careful. Okay, you're fine. Go to bot wave again. Bot wave.
I was gonna take chickens there.
Yep. That's the thing, right? You're too scared to go there, but you're 7-0. All you have to do is actually just press Ignite, QE, ult. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. But you're just scared because of the turret. If that was in the middle of the lane, you would use your combo properly. Just because you see the turret, you get scared.
That's true. Alright, well, we'll get him this time.
Yep.
If he shows up.
I don't like the W. Now you can't go. He has no ult, keep that in mind. But now he's not gonna walk up anymore. He might go to his rep buff though. You can walk to the rep buff. See if you can find him there. Super on. There you go. Get this bitch. That's how easy it is, buddy. That's how easy it is.
Yeah.
Get the third. Fast. Speedo mood. Third. Your wave's gonna die. Okay, take the cannon. Oh! Okay, it's fine. Let's take the rep buff.
My red buff.
You're a menace.
Yeah.
We're gonna be level 16 soon. And then it's gonna be really fun. 2 old people. Take raptors. I want level 16. If Nami face checks, one shot her. Oh. Okay.
Why? Taking the stuff.
No, she pressed W. She didn't take it. I want to recall. Your team should be able to get dragon without you.
Recall and then go top?
Yeah, we can check. If enemy team contest, cancel your recall, but I don't think they're going to. Nah, buy your item. And let's open up mid and then see afterwards. Yeah? Pink ward? Okay, never mind. Just walk mid. Don't cancel. Your team should have the dragon, right?
Yeah, we don't care about team that takes the top turret.
Come on, there's a fight. Okay.
Oh!
Vex somehow.
How? He missed smite?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Depression?
Yeah, there's still a fight going on, I suppose. You should be fine. Clean it up. Alright, ult the bitch for fun.
I was trying to save it.
Actually push mid. Yeah,
push mid, alright. Yeah, I was gonna push mid.
I
Let me
don't
let Timo
think
have the.
you should flash there, but it's okay.
Okay.
I'll be more willing to keep it up, because that fight doesn't really net you that much, right? So I'd be more willing to keep
Yeah,
my flash for something very important. Just
that's
thinking ahead
true.
there.
I just wanted to guarantee I get the Lucian, but he's not that big, so like
Guarantee,
he's
huh?
not like.
Guarantee, I
Yep,
see.
guarantee.
Alright, let's push next wave. Ugh,
God, what is
bro,
with the
this
E
is like
not
the
getting these
fifth one!
cannons?
Come on, bro, stop it! Take the moves, take the moves. Viego might teleport there. Oh, they don't have the teleport.
How do I stop the E from not taking the? It just doesn't.
It's a skill issue, I'm afraid. Okay, bro.
Okay. We're a little distracted here.
Take everything. Capitalism.
Yep. Scuttle's mine too. Fuck you, King.
We should bring Nasher here. Why not? I don't think anybody can contest. They have no vision. Lucian is bot. Yes, this is good. Go. Oh. They missed the ward even. Yeah, just press W. I know people hate Baron. It's like a very scary thing, but it's actually very good to do here.
Oh yep. No, I'm all for it. I love me a Baron.
I just see the tempo on the map and they were not able to contest. Lucian is bot. Let's recall. I'll buy a stopwatch here because we have no flash.
Mm.
That's like a get a free out of
Okay.
jail card. And then
I never buy stopwatch on Garen, but
so do you shoot? And I would just go into that man's plate. I would go
oh,
into
dead
that
man's
plate.
okay.
Yeah. And let's go bot. So the thing is, right here, you have no get free out of jail card, right? With our flash.
I see.
So I buy
So
stopwatch here.
you buy stopwatch and then you just sell it or whatever.
Because I can dive into a team fight right now, do as much damage as I can, press stopwatch, make them like, and they can't kill me, and then I get all my cooldowns back and I kill them again. Something like that.
Sure. Okay, that makes sense. Also protect my shutdown. Blah blah blah.
Yo! We almost hit the flame horizon. We have it. GG.
Nice. I'm a fan of the Flame Horizon.
I'm a fan as well.
If I don't get Flame Horizon, the game is a failure.
Yes, I agree.
There, I didn't miss it.
I'm not scared. Go bot. Go on. Are you walking away off the turret? I don't even want you to 1v3 them at this point to check how strong you are.
Alright.
Okay. You have W. Ignite for movement speed. Okay, I'm sorry I ended you. It's my fault. Blame coach. Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't think it matters at this point.
But it's not good. I'm sorry.
I shouldn't have stopwatched. I should have just died. I think that's something I'm getting used to on this. The crit Garen build is pretty squishy. Until I get... a lot of times I would build Black Cleaver here instead of Deadman's. But I guess this game there's no reason to build BC, is there?
No. And the thing is, so I'll explain this reasoning right now. I was going to explain you... what's it called? I was going to explain you after the game, but whenever I'm ahead in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have enough damage to kill anybody right now in the game, yes or no?
Yes, absolutely.
So whenever you're this strong and you're able to kill everybody in the game, my second goal, if I already have enough damage, why would we need more damage? I'll be building defensively, because building defense is offense, simply because you have enough damage to kill people, but they will not have enough damage to kill you anymore. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the perfect example is playing against a Darius. You ever played against a Darius and he bought Tabis and you cannot kill him anymore, but he can always kill you?
Yeah, it's miserable.
Yeah, it's miserable. That's what I want here as well. So we build defensive in order so that they can never kill us again, but we can still kill them. Take red buff. Building full damage is never good. Almost never. Oh, might have to move mid here. Oh no, just take it.
I want the red buff. I choose red buff over team.
Oh, strike breaker. Ult. Oh, we don't have, okay. Only 1k. That's not too shabby. Rookie numbers though.
Do I help the dragon? I don't think so. I'm just gonna kill this idiot.
No, we don't have ult. Keep that in mind.
That's true. I'm not helping you. You got it, Kane. I believe.
Nice.
There, I didn't miss it for you.
Respectable. Else it will be 3 years of jail time. Okay. We have our item, I think,
I
right?
don't know what to do now.
We have our
I
item.
think so. Do we? Yeah, I guess we
Let's
do.
recon go top. What do you think our last item should be?
Oh, what would I build here? I guess Fawn isn't bad if we're building defensive.
Yes, Force of Nature. That's exactly what I wanted to. Because it also gives you extra movement speed. And Garen is a champion, has no dashes, but Deadman's Plate and Q and Face Rush and...
We're fast as fuck.
Yes.
Wow, Ziggs. Who's pinging me? Ziggs. Of course Ziggs is pinging me. Useless teammate. Blah, 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 blah.
Play this out the way you want to.
Well, I do have flash, I suppose.
Bro's had enough. Just did not press W at all.
I kind of forget to, I think. I need some health.
Well, you can go. You'll regen to full. Just put sweeper on so you don't step in this room. As long as you don't get hit by a champion, you will keep regenning. Just hit one shot the turret. Oh, kill the Teemo, I guess. Ooh.
I was gonna ignite him.
Yeah. You can push mid too. I like how you just one-shot the Lucian there. You actually had the balls. You just forgot to press W, so that's why it was close. But I like that you shot the cojones.
For it.
Yeah. Lucian is alive. So is your ult.
Do we care?
No, we have ult again. I think you can do it again. Ignite, movement speed. He's doing it! Oh! W! Please press your W!
I need to press that button.
It's too many buttons. Ignite, W, strike breaker, ult, all
too
that
many,
thing.
too many buttons on
Yeah,
Garen.
too
It's
many
hard.
buttons. Yeah. Oh. Okay, bro. I'm proud of you.
I swear I'm better at the jungle champions I play.
It's fine. I think you played a phenomenal game, so it's okay. So, what are some notes that we can instantly make from this game that you learned?
So I think specifically into Teemo, right? And this is something that I've kind of realized a lot about top is that like how you manage the wave in like individual matchups is like very different, right? And it matters a lot.
Yeah.
And I just haven't thought that through, right? And so I think in terms of Teemo and ranged matchups, probably more archetypally, I think I'm probably playing it a little bit more passively than I probably should.
Yes.
I probably can contest more.
Yes.
I typically don't lose. I mean, actually, I beat a Vayne top the other day, but I think I make my life a little bit easier. If I contest a little bit more, we just have to be careful not to, take so much poke that we get.
Yeah, because the thing is, you have D-shoot, passive, second wind, right? He had a book start. His item was a book, right? So if he has a book, we got 4 honors. GG. But the thing is, if he has a book, right, he has no mana sustain. So every time you make him use mana, you trade your HP for his mana, and eventually he'll fall out of mana. He actually cannot play the game anymore. Correct? So what you should be doing is every time he Qs, you just press W, you slowly drain his mana, and then you win. So the first habit, right, is I want you to check. So this is something that was very apparent to me. You barely press tab throughout the whole game. Right?
I do a lot on jungle, but I'm a lot more occupied mentally.
Yeah.
Jungle is like, you kind of are, when you're clearing your camps, right, you have infinite time to press tab, look at map, blah, blah, blah. Right. Laning is taking up more of my brain currently, so we don't press tab as much as we should. But yeah.
But also, before ever... I'm writing things here so you can fill them out with me. Whenever we are joining a team fight, right? Whenever we see Viego on side, he just dealt a lot of damage to us. I'm like, he does a lot of damage. Should we not be checking his items to see if we should be fighting him or not, right? That's the thing. You check spikes before a team fight to ultimately know if you want to join the team fight, yes or no, right? That's the
I
most
see.
important thing. But we're barely pressing fights, so how do we know if we should be fighting or not? Similar thing to with the Teemo, right? He had the book and then he came back with another book. So I know he has no movement speed, right? He has no
Mm.
boots. If we buy tier 2 boots, we can always get close into him. Because it allows us to not get poked that much. Simply because
We're
Teemo has
fast.
to focus on the wave instead of being able to harass us.
Mm.
Another golden rule I have is if you get level 2 first, right? You can make a losing matchup a winning matchup,
I see.
right? Simply because you're level 2 first. Having a level up over your opponent is similar to having a Doran's Blade extra. Because you get 80 HP, you get some armor, MR, you get some damage as well, right? So, all in all, you have like the gold stats of a Doran's item.
Hmm.
Okay, another thing. Nimbus Cloak gives movement speed on
When you use
every
the sum.
summoner cast. Important to gap close, right? So use Ignite actually to gap close, which is a ridiculous thing, but it's broken. What
Yeah,
else?
I have never done that before. Let me actually, I need to go. Let me read Nimbus Cloak's text real
Yeah,
quick.
no worries. What else did we learn?
Oh, and it ghosts. Yeah, and it ghosts you. Interesting. Okay, I don't know why I had just not read that previously.
No worries. Anything you want to fill in here? What else did you learn from this game? What
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think the biggest thing was the way I played the Teemo matchup and just the passivity, I think.
Yeah,
And then
yeah. One thing I want to look at with you as well is all the recall timers. You
yeah,
probably noticed that you recalled a lot this game, right?
I do tend to recall a lot.
Okay, okay. We recalled a lot.
I
We recalled for item spikes, right? And
so
then
so the one that actually surprised me was where we didn't recall. Was that first time I killed Teemo, I would have just hard shoved there and then recalled. Um,
there's no point though because okay,
yeah.
I'll show you in the review. So these are just four things that we can instantly already look at, right?
Yep.
So these are four things. I'm gonna get the recording here and then let's take a look at the game. It worked. He flashed as well. So here level 1, right?
Yep.
This Teemo is not really hitting the wave, correct?
Yep.
And this is why I would even opt to pick E, simply because we can actually get the wave pushing towards the Teemo, and that ultimately makes it so that the Teemo cannot harass us simply because he has to focus or prioritize the wave instead of being able to harass us. That makes sense, right?
Yep. This one.
And then even here, look, this Teemo is going for these last hits, you see?
I see.
This are,
So into Vayne as well, I might, or any range top, I might
yeah,
consider
exactly.
taking E first, just to.
Well, or just Q, but then push. Look, this guy, what do you think this guy's going to do? Hit you or hit his minions?
Yeah, he's gonna take the minion.
You're permanently scared of him hitting you, right? You're permanently scared of him hitting you. He has Q start. He doesn't really do much. It's just auto Q. That's it. But you're playing as if this Teemo is going to 100 to 0 you in this frame. Like, just push here. And if he uses mana on you, you have D-shoot, you have second wind, you have passive. Using your HP as a resource for his mana pool is very consistent this game. Because he will run out of mana way faster than you run out of HP.
Yeah.
Okay, very
Yeah.
important
Okay. So
concept to understand.
I need to trade the HP for his mana.
Yes, and
Yeah,
we
that
need
makes-
to push here. Look where he's standing. He's going to go for this last hits, buddy. We need to push here.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. Go walk up, walk up, walk up. Mute myself. Right. So we're standing way too passive here, and we're using our Qs. It's like this is what I'm sensing. Teemo, Q fast, get out, get back to my turret. There I feel safe. That's what I'm sensing here. Right? Look at your positioning. Run away, right? Continuously. That's okay.
Yeah. That is typically how I play the range matchups.
Yes, and it's like it's a mentality thing before the game, right? That you need to change in order to play this more efficiently. I saw the king coming here, a very cool gank. This is exactly what I mean. Teemo's laning phase is over here from the first 4 waves, right?
Yeah.
Now, immediately after he died, first thing I noticed, here's the wave. What's happening to the wave?
It's gonna push into me.
Yes, the Teemo is dead. He has to walk all the way from base back to lane here.
Yeah. So if I hard shove it, it's just gift for him.
Yeah, and I also don't want to recall here because if we recall, I mean, I guess we could recall after this last hit, right? And go dagger and boots, or yeah, boots and dagger. But the thing is, are you forced to recall right here?
No.
No, we have full HP and a potion. It doesn't matter, and Teemo is losing so much. So all we need to make sure now is so if we're thinking ahead with the waves, And this is going to be a big question to you. If you can answer this, you pretty much understand all the concepts altogether. What's happening with the wave right now, and what's going to happen in the next 2 minutes, realistically?
Well, I mean, it's slow pushing into me, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, what happens in the next 2 minutes depends on what I do, but theoretically, I should be able to freeze it if I want to, right?
You should not be able to freeze it.
This won't freeze. This won't freeze. This won't freeze.
So what will happen then if we don't freeze? It will slow push.
Crash.
It will crash, and then?
And it will bounce.
Exactly. And then we need to play the bounce in order to get it into its turret so that we can get a free recall.
Yep.
So that's what I'm thinking right here. I'm letting it push into me, but I'm also keeping in mind that in the next position it's going to push into my turret, right? So whilst it's pushing into my turret, I actually do not want to lose as much HP because I need to be full HP or at least close to full HP so that I can play at the bounce and then get a clean crash and then lose nothing on my recall. That's what I'm thinking here. 2 minutes ahead. If you start doing this, you will never fall behind.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you were able to understand what's happening with the waves, right? It's general knowledge what's happening with the waves.
Yeah,
slow push into us and crash. But the way we're playing it out micro-wise and the decisions we make, right? That's where it all comes into play. So right now the Teemo comes back. I feel like if you could actually freeze this simply because we have such a big level lead, right? And if your intention is to not let this crash into the turret, we have to thin out a lot more. However, I'm completely fine letting this crash into our turret. I just think we lose so much HP for free every time. Like even here, okay, we don't press W. Like I think he pressed Auto Q onto us. Why are we just not pressing W, right? Throughout the whole interface, we have not used our W. Here, Auto Qs, just press W. It's very easy to react to.
Most underused button on Garen.
Yes. So definitely keep that in mind, right? Like it's a small habit, but it helps so much. Use W to sustain poke. First habit.
Yep.
And
I don't even have that many Garen games in
use. It's fine. Yes. Use Garen's. In matchups, you can trade HP for mana and play to attack your opponents. I know I'm also throwing so many concepts at your face right now, right? But that's because I have one session to do with you. I'm gonna throw as much as you, and you can work on it over time. I don't expect you to do everything like this perfectly now. Okay, so this is just going to crash. We get poked a little bit too much, but here it's bouncing, right? And all I want to do is secure a crash. Because if you crash it into this turret, this is why I said I want you to push here, and I want to hard push on this wave and look for a crash. That's my goal here, yes. So this is why I tell you to push here. Now, this Kane starts walking into the river. I don't know what this Teemo is doing, but he's not really looking to contest us too much because he starts walking towards this Kane. And the moment I realized this, I remember I want you to E all the 6 minions. Now I'm going to explain you a concept. You see, all your minions are going to be hitting enemy melee minions, right? All 6 of your minions are angled onto this melees. If you want to hard push a wave as fast as possible, you focus the casters first, then the melees. And then your minions can instantly walk into the turret. So this is why I wanted to hit the casters first. You launch them with your E, and then we go for the melees. Because see, they will be taking damage anyways. Right? It was a little bit sloppy. It could have been a bit faster, but the Teemo ends up not holding this. And now this wave will crash. Before this wave arrives, right? This is what I'm looking at, because this is where our wave is at. Ultimately, that's also where enemy wave is at. And now your wave will crash before that wave arrives.
That makes sense. Random question, and this isn't related to this particular game in specific, but so in the Jax games that I've played, and I also like Jax is a little bit harder than Garen. I have no idea what I'm doing on Jax, to be honest, but I kind of struggle a little bit to manage waves as relative to Garen, just because I don't feel like he has the same sort of like wave clear ability. So then when somebody's actually contesting you, right, on a push or something, right, it's not as easy to just like, Beyblade on the wave and then just move on with your life.
Yeah.
So is that just something I'm just gonna have to play more top to just figure out?
Yes. Okay. Because the thing is, I'd have to see the scenario in order for me to micromanage it, right? Realistically, and then it's also a matter of thinking ahead with the waves, what's happening, what is your HP pool, how are you using your cooldowns. There's a lot that plays into it, right? So yeah, I think by playing more and understanding the concepts, you'll get better at it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess Garen's just, it's very easy to, like, basically nobody can contest you on wave. It's like, mid lane, Anivia or Lux or something, right? Like, if I want to push the wave, it's not like anybody's going to stop me.
This game, by the way, I think this was also a game where you could go Stridebreaker into Deadman's Plate, and then Force of Nature, and then go for your crit items later. Because I think just with Stridebreaker alone and going Deadman's Plate and Force of Nature, you still have enough damage to kill everybody in one rotation. But they will never kill you again. Because remember, a full enemy team was actually full squishy, right? And if you're going to be building defensive, who is going to kill you an enemy team? Only the Viego, maybe, right? With Blade Rune King and Divine. So me personally, this game, I think I would have gone Stridebreaker into defensively, simply because we're like 4-0 or 5-0 already when we had a Stridebreaker. So when we're so far ahead in the game, all I want to do is actually build defensively in order to never die again instead of enough damage. Right?
Not throw a shutdown. Yeah.
Exactly. Because ultimately you're building more damage, but you were legit overkilling people every time you get on top of them. Right?
Yeah, that's fair. And I think anyways, I mean, like, I probably could have built the Deadmans and then built damage, and then maybe because all their AP threats were useless, right? Because it's Teemo who's not doing anything, and then I don't. The Vex wasn't really doing anything either, was she?
What I really liked about this, no, the Vex was useless. What I really liked about it, but you were not pressing W. What I really liked about this, and this I really liked, is that your auto spacing was actually very good with the movements. You were spacing ahead of the Teemo, so that you were like ready to go. Never pressing.
It's because I play so much Kindred.
Yeah, I had to spam you to. I don't think you would have pressed W here.
No, I just don't know that button exists.
Look, that's the difference, right? If you would have died here, I would have yelled at you. I would have yelled at you so loud. This would have been game changing because look at this wave. Imagine we don't use our W here. I was like, oh, bless. Oh, okay, thank you. You used W. You used the button, right? I was so scared. So here, I just want to hard push this wave. Because we actually managed to crush it before this next wave arrives. We get a recall again. Yeah. Waves bouncing into us. We lose nothing. We wait for our cooldowns. Here's the timer where we... no, we got chunked a little bit too much. So we have to go
just run into 10,000 shrooms.
But yeah, here we do the ignite thing to movement speed. And get close. And actually kill him because of that. Right? That's how easy it is sometimes. W. W! No, we're never using W, man. Never! It's like it's unbinded for you.
Yeah, basically.
And then from here on out, I think the game is relatively smooth sailing, right? I think your CS numbers at this minute is very good, especially into a ranged champion. I think our recall timers are just very efficient, which allows us to also, like for example here again, when we got back right, whenever we're so close to our mythic and we don't have our ignite yet, I'd much rather play for the mythic spike, recall, and then get our full items, and then he's for sure dead on the bounce, like he's 100% dead. Yeah. So now we push in this wave, and we get ignite, and we have mythic. Like the Teemo is 1,000,000% dead here, like 1,000,000%. He never lives here. I think he got outplayed, but I'm not an expert. Yeah, I'm just very happy with how you played that, and I mean the Garen combo isn't too complex. Again, we didn't use W, it's whatever.
I'll just start pressing my W.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Just automatically press it.
Well, the W timing is actually extremely important, but
but it's better than pressing it never, right?
Yeah. Even here, look at you. I'm like, you get hit by a shroom. My automatic reaction would be, alright, I'm pressing W, denying sustain. Look at you. Alright, chilling. Oh yeah, now I W because I said it. It's like, bro, use the ability. But it's okay. Yeah. And then from here on out, I think it was just relatively smooth sailing, right?
I think so.
I think the only thing that I would have changed was the build path. But I don't know. I was happy with the way you played. Good job.
Okay, thanks. Well, I mean, still new to the lane, so hopefully we can keep it up. But yeah. All right. Well, thanks, man. This was super helpful.
Yo.
Definitely learned a lot. I think we'll make a big improvement.
Good. Yeah, keep me updated on your improvement. If you have questions, feel free to ask. And thank you as well.
Will do. Thanks so much.
Good night.
All right, thanks so much, man.
Yo. See ya.
Bye-bye. See ya.